Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie, and today I am making a card using product from Love from Lizi, and we're going to be using it with a Kendra's Card Challenge sketch. So I'm going to start out by showing you all the things that we got. So Love from Lizi sent us some products specifically for this hop, and I love that we got all the Christmas items. So a lot of Christmas in August right now on the playlist down below. So first is, of course, the little stamp set. It says, "Hello Winter, happy winter season. We wish you a Merry Christmas and it's the most wonderful time of the year." And then we have beautiful paper. I love this paper, guys. This is 6x6 premium paper. It's 24 single-sided pattern, which means if you like one of the patterns a whole lot, use it carefully. There's only one of each. But there is just so much variety and I love it all. It's definitely a traditional meets modern color scheme. We have a lot of the greens and some of the reds, and then we have the maroons, the pinks, the blacks, and I just love it all. I'm so excited to use this. Okay, and then we have some stickers that she sent us. It says, "Merry Christmas, oh holy night, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Happy Winter Season, Walking in a Winter Wonderland," and it's a bunch of different sizes, so that's fantastic. And then finally, she gave us some peel-off stickers. Now, these are the ones that have the gold outline from them. It looks like a pinkish color, a dark green, a kind of a brown maroon color, and the red. And so those are what we are going to be using for the Kendra's playlist today. So I am using sketch number 13 of Kendra's Card Challenge number 15, and then these are the pattern papers that I chose. I'm kind of going for a wintry theme, and so the red and the green that is the first and the last does kind of have a sweatery pattern, and then I'm going to bring in some black cardstock, the peel-offs, and one of the sayings. So I'm starting off with the dark green pattern paper. Like I said, if you look real closely, it's kind of hard to see on video. There is a black pattern on it that kind of gives sweater vibes. That is my background. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because we're making an A2 card. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue some black cardstock. This is the matte framing for all my layers, and this is actually 2 1/2 inches by 5 1/2 inches. So we're getting that lined up, and I'm doing this a little bit differently than the sketch. The sketch really calls for everything to be a little bit more to the left of the card of the main base. I'm kind of going I'm giving it a little bit extra space because I want to put some of those pinkish peel-offs on all the sides of my frames. So I did spread out my pieces of pattern paper a little bit more than what the sketch calls for. But like Kendra always says, these are start off points. You make them your own. And I love how this comes out. Plus, the little bit of pink kind of adds to the pink that's in the pattern papers that I chose. And then the little bit of gold just gives it that little shine and sparkle that I just love. So I'm just lining up that peel off, and then I'm cutting off any excess and then folding the ends around. So then when I glue my base to my card base, you won't see those edges, and that way I'm not afraid of it unpeeling because I'm not adding any extra glue. There is adhesive on the back of this, but this just guarantees that it'll stay down. And then I am taking those extra little pieces, put them back on your on the peel-offs. Guys, don't throw those away. You will use them. If that's one of the things I've learned from the Love from Lizi peel-offs, is that all the little scraps of peel-offs can be used. And plus I tend to hoard things, so I'm going to use them anyway. And you will see an example of that in the next lineup. So I'm just putting on a third piece there on the other side of the black. And then because I'm going to hide some of the peel off with that half circle that the sketch calls for, I am going to use those scraps. So like I said, don't throw away your scraps. Always keep them. There will be a card where you will only want like a couple inches, and then there you got it. So I am using the widest width. I believe these are the pinstripe peel-offs. I may be wrong with that, but they come in looks like 3 different sizes. So there's a thin, there's a middle, and this is the thickest that I'm using today. So then I'm just going to kind of line up how I want my pattern paper to be. There is I'm using paper E 3 times instead of just 2. Since I am just making 1 card, I specifically cut my paper in a way that I wanted certain patterns to make sense. And so I just ended up cutting an additional 1 inch from that sweater little mitten pattern paper because I knew that would be mostly covered up by my sentiment anyway and the half circle. And so it's okay if you use one of your different pattern papers or even cardstock there. It just gives it kind of a background look. And so that's what I went with. And then I am just starting by lining up that very first piece. It does go all the way to the top edge, and then that bottom piece will go all the way to the bottom edge, but then there is space in between each one. So I'm just kind of lining that up as carefully as I can. So while I am doing that, I am going to tell you about Kendra's card challenge. If you have not heard about it, there are several videos on my YouTube all about Kendra's card challenge, but what it is that it's a quarterly challenge. Right now this is the one that is going through July 1st through September 30th, so we're already on month 2, and it's a challenge where Kendra has taken 6 sheets of 6x6 paper and given us cutting guides and 15 different card sketches. And if you participate by making those 15 card sketches, you take a picture of all 15, upload it to our Facebook group, and you have a chance to win some really cool prizes. Now today, it is actually a hot playlist for Love from Lizi. They are one of our super sponsors for Kendra's Card Challenge, which means they not only gave prizes for the group, but then they also sent some product to the designers to specifically use. So you can go down to the playlist, watch all the lovely videos, get lots of inspiration, and then fill out the giveaway form below, and you have a chance to win a prize just by watching our videos. So thanks. Which, of course, this is also the time where I go, if you like this video, hit like, hit the thumbs, subscribe if you haven't, ring that bell so that you don't miss out on any other videos. So I did glue my half circles together while the glue was drying on those pattern papers, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue that onto the side there. Now you can add some extra paper liners just because this kind of folds a little bit, but because I'm using such dark cardstock, you don't really notice it a whole lot, and I was okay with it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and glue down my white sentiment strip. And then this does kind of bend a little bit more. I probably should have, if I would to do this card again, I would put some additional cardstock pieces behind the right half of it, just so it lays a little bit more even. And then I am going to go with the Let It Snow sticker. I thought it just brought in some of those the corally pink colors that are in the like sweater and the sweater patterns that are on there. And plus I was going more for a wintry feel instead of a Merry Christmas kind of feel. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue my card onto my card base. And that is going to be the final of my front. Now, I feel like since there is this beautiful stamp set, I need to use it. So that's where we're going to use it, is inside the middle. So I'm just going to bring out my stamping positioner, put my magnets down, and I'm going to be using the stamp that says Happy Winter Season. Because like I said, I'm going more for a wintry card. Although I don't really want to think about winter quite yet. I am very much ready for fall though. Being 6 months pregnant and the summer has not been friendly. And I'm ready for the cooler weather for sure, and sweater weather. But I just wanted to make more of a winter wintry card instead of going for a Christmas card. Although I probably do need to work on my Christmas cards because by then there will be another addition to our house. So probably need to work on that now. So I'm just prepping my stamp since I haven't got to use it yet, just by rubbing off a little bit of that wax coating that is on there. And then I'm just using some Memento ink to stamp that down. And I do have to stamp it more than once because, like I said, brand new stamp, and I really want to make a good impression on there. Now, there's these adorable little hearts that are also with the stamp set. So, of course, I had to use them because, you know, I love the people that I'm sending my cards to. And so I'm just picking those up with the little acrylic blocks because trying to position them with my stamp positioner was not working for me. So it's just a little bit easier to do with blocks and just be brave. You gotta just be brave sometimes and use them. So I really love how this comes out. And that is my final card. Like I said, this is part of a hop today, so make sure that you check out the playlist down below and fill out that giveaway form. I hope to see you guys next time, and make sure that you are participating in Kendra's Card Challenge. Have a great day. See you. Bye.